excitement. With Greg Anthony and Brett Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thank you very much. We all know Anthony Edwards went first overall in 2020, and his teammate Karl Anthony Towns said, "I know what all those pressures are like. When you're the #1 pick, if any other rookies do well, there's a threat to the throne. But with Edwards' confidence in his talent, you get the sense he'll be just fine." Guys?
Good point. No pressure, DA. Thank you. Let's take a look at the numbers for Robert Covington.
And his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better over his last 10 games. He looks so much more comfortable from beyond. There's no doubt he's got the green light to let it fly whenever the shot's there for him.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. The guard spots filled by Jackson and George. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Batum in at the 3. And for the Timberwolves, Russell is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Edwards. Then there's Towns. And it's Vanderbilt in at the power forward position. And as the regular season winds toward the playoffs, Greg, for those teams in the upper half of the standings, how much are they looking at the seeding and their possible opponents?
Well, I don't think most would admit it, but it's human nature to think ahead, trying to map out that route and looking at how it breaks down in the bracket.
Now here's Jackson. Outside for Batum. Just 5 to shoot. Puts up a 3. That one, no good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Last time they met was in Los Angeles, where they beat the Clippers.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off and had a clear advantage on the backboard.
We'll see if the other team will address that problem in this game, because last game, man, they just got smoked on the boards.
Now Jackson, after Anthony Edwards missed from long range. The 3 from George. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Outside Edwards. And he overshot that one, missing. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Jackson with it. Now guarded by Towns. With the floater, here's Batum. Los Angeles with another miss. Over in the corner, Beverly. Back to Russell. Shot from the top of the key. Buries the jump shot. Russell's got the game going with his first points of the game for Minnesota.
Yeah, I love the play there from D'Lo. Uses the play, gets some space, and then knocks it down.
Zubac kicks to George. Here he goes. No good on that one. Nice D from Russell.
No, it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight.
Beverly, the pass to Edwards. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
Beverly against Jackson. Pass to Zubac. Over Edwards. Zubac, that's good.
And off the schneid here, 1 of 5, but that's a big one.
Well, we know Zubac can eat up space inside, Brent. Great job of securing rebound.
Yeah, obviously, if he was playing starter minutes or anywhere approaching 30 minutes, Zubac is going to be in double figures, ripping down both offensive and defensive things on the glass. What's impressed me about him, though, is he's got great hands on the inside and has now become a very viable roll target.
That one falls.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now, here is Russell. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game.
Well, not the biggest guy on the floor, but still big for a guard and a lefty. It's a nice soft touch from D'Lo.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Here's George. And he uses the glass on the lane.
So good, so experienced. Paul George can convert the toughest of buckets.
Outside, Russell. No good that time. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And in that one, the backups came to play. Gave the team an infusion of points that just put them over the top.
Well, I talked to the assistant coaching staff. What they were stoked about is that the bench guys came in and played well. So punch off the bench, a big factor in that win.
Now, here is Russell. Here's Edwards. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And he's got more than a few ways to beat you. Edwards will be aggressive when he has to initiate contact and create the N1 opportunity. And Anthony Edwards, the top pick of 2020, not the most polished player early on, but his ceiling is through the roof.
So many top picks come in ready to play, Greg. Edwards are part of a class that needed more time, though.
Yeah, the talent is clearly there. And don't forget the pandemic cutting the college careers of many of the 2020 draftees short. Edwards, though, has all the tools to be an incredible wing player.
Batum passes to Zubac. To the wing right side. From deep, George. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, in that game, the offense was firing on all cylinders, partly because the other team's defense was a no-show.
Yeah, with the defense struggling like that, I think they just stayed with a healthy, consistent pace to get that win.
Good.
And one of the offensive forces in the league. When Towns wants to score, it is really hard to keep him from his spots.
Now here's Jackson. He's coming off a 10-point game against Phoenix. And the Clippers miss again. Timberwolves leading by 5. Edwards looking it over. Outside, Russell. Back to Edwards. Pass to Towns. Out to Russell. Fires the 3. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line.
I think a lot of people are surprised that D'Angelo Russell has been able to step up and put in this kind of point production, because coming out of college, it was all thoughts around his playmaking ability.
And he's good on the first of 3. He hits the second from the line. And he makes all 3. Here's Jackson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Outside, Batum. Clippers moving the ball around. Outside, George. Over Edwards. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. With 1 game to go, let's take a look at how the final seeding will look out west. You look at the Timberwolves. Right now, if the playoffs started, they would have the 7th seed. And checking out the Clippers, right behind them, just 1 spot down.
And right now for the Clippers, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Now, you just don't want to sit in the middle for too long. You either want to be competing against the top teams or starting to strategize where you can position yourself for a high lottery pick and maybe turn around your franchise's fortune.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Hartenstein comes in for Ivica Zubac. And Norman Powell subbed in for Paul George. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Naz Reid, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Powell down low. Edwards there. Powell with it. Coming off a solid outing against Phoenix. Reid with the block. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Five on the clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
And this is in Morris's wheelhouse right here. Extremely fluid with the catch and release.
Russell looking it over. To the inside. The turnaround jumper. Reid misses.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Fires from 14. Batum, good.
To leave a guy like that wide open from range, big mix-up.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. They lead by 4. Passes it to Reid. Over Jackson. Reid misses. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Outside, Towns. Here's Russell. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Now Russell. 7 points in the game. And the dunk by Towns.
The defense better make sure they're sticking to all 4 other players, or else D'Angelo's going to find the open man.
Outside Jackson. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Russell kicks to Reid. To the left side wing. Beverly against Powell. And that one's good. Beverly. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
Patrick Beverly can do that in close, finds a way to get that one up. And you know he likes to score. It doesn't happen a ton, but he loves it.
Now here's Powell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And no good that time. And Minnesota now the other way. Towns dishes to Edwards. Jackson against Russell. The pass to Reid. Back to Russell. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And when he's aggressive, watch out. Morris finishing through the contact, now going to the line to try and add one more.
The Clippers shooting their first foul shot of the night. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Towns. McDaniels comes in for Edwards. Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Patrick Beverly. And it's Noel in for Russell.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Markeith, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
Reid misses off the left iron.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
Guarded by Reed. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Noel. An 11-point game for him in the win against San Antonio. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Well, he's just really struggling right now with everything he's throwing up. Nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
Now, here's Covington. An 11-point game for him in the win against Phoenix.
And we have to mention his rebounding. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low.
And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Clippers.
You've got to like the consistency with which they're hitting that mid-range jumper.
I'm loving the ping-pong action of the ball tonight. A decent number of assists so far.
The free throw drops for Powell. Here's Beasley. 11 points for him in that last game against San Antonio. Pass to Prince. Here's Noel. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. No good from Beasley. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 14-4 run right now. 1:39 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Mann, covered by Beasley. In the corner, Powell with it. Sinks the three-pointer. Powell's got 6.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Prince outside. Back to Beasley. Another miss by Minnesota. Los Angeles leading by 5. Here's Mann. The teardrop falls in.
And right now they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Here's Reed. The Clippers getting the bucket. Pass to McDaniels. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Covington. The shot by McDaniels, no good. Los Angeles is gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Kennard, he's checked in for Los Angeles. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the first. Noel passes to Reed. Beasley outside. Over to the wing. 5 to shoot. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
Timberwolves.
7 seconds left in the first quarter. Got it off in time, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Los Angeles, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Here's Noel. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for the Clippers right now, we've got Luke Kennard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Coffey in at the small forward. And so here are the Clippers after the basket by Minnesota. Poked loose. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Noel. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Noel's got his first 2 points.
What a great option he gives them on every possession.
Passes it to Mann. Here's Covington. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Timberwolves trail by 3. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his play on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He is certainly playing at an elite level. EA, thank you. Here's McDaniels, and finished off by McDaniel.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Here's Mann after the basket by Minnesota. Shot clock at 2. Kennard for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Kennard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Noel. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Beasley kicks to McDaniels. Here's Reed. That one doesn't drop. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. They host the Kings after this game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And we've heard some talk, Greg, about the possibility of NBA expansion. What do you think about that?
Kevin, I think it would be great for the league. I mean, I played in Seattle for a season, and I know they would love to have a team back in the great Northwest.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Vanderbilt's checked in for Naz Reid. Paul George is checked in for the Clippers. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Noel. The pass to McDaniels. Timberwolves passing it around. Here's Noel. Ball stolen. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Timberwolves trail by 8. No good that time.
And they continue to control the glass.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And there's the drive, and he dunks it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And again, the turnover by the Timberwolves.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Hartenstein's checked in. Prince against George. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. The rebound by Prince. Timberwolves have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Now, here's McDaniels. To halt the run. He's off on that one. Clippers leading by 10. Kennard finds George. Back to Kennard. The shot's good on the assist by George. Kennard's got 5 points in the quarter.
A really good decision there from Paul George. Quick to find the open man.
Here's Noel. To the paint. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's Mann. He's got 8. Pass to George. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently. And for so long in Indiana, Paul George was that guy. But, boy, I tell you, he's been a good sidekick the last few years.
Well, he's been amazing and continues to be a little bit undervalued in the way that people assume Paul George's offensive and defensive game as a collective and the way it impacts winning, especially playing alongside Kawhi Leonard. Didn't have to take as much of the offensive load if he didn't want to. But Paul George still gets it done.
Throw good, Paul George.
Think about Paul George in his second year in the NBA being named the most improved player. He's just gotten better from that point. And you don't have to win an award every year to prove it.
Now here's Beverly. 8 points his last outing. Batum against Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. And Jared Vanderbilt gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, the team gets Russell set up beautifully that time. Totally poised and no hesitation on that too.
And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. Outside Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Blocked again.
And when it's his focus, Towns is a very good shot blocker, both on ball and as a help defender.
Here's Edwards. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Hartenstein passes to Jackson. And here's Kennard. He's got 5. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And the Clippers lead by 12.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Towns. Back to Russell. Drives to the hoop. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
A really strong second quarter in terms of scoring the basketball.
Jackson against Edwards. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Anthony Edwards.
And how about the confidence right now from Jackson? Not bashful at attacking and drawing attention from there.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
In examining his numbers this season, we can see that he's been an exceptional free throw shooter, right around 85.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Powell, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. Jackson hits both of them. The dynamic, Greg, between players and officials is always interesting. With some players saying they think there's a lot of room for improvement. What do you think?
Well, we do see players getting teed up for simply making their case, and really the guys just want to play. So, yeah, you love to see a little bit more harmony out on the floor, and maybe we need to get those two groups together in the offseason to break bread and try to smooth over that relationship.
Pass to Beverly.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And George with this stuff.
Great timing there. Paul George rising up, collecting the ball, and throwing it down.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Russell. That's tipped. George looking around. And the jam by Nicholas Batum.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Now here's Towns. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against San Antonio.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backboard.
Now George. After D'Angelo Russell's three-pointer that didn't go.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Passes to Towns. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one.
And this is what you like to see. Big Cat using that size to his advantage.
Here's Hartenstein. He had 10 points in the win against Phoenix. George, that's a 2-pointer. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Everly with the ball. Russell kicks to Edwards. Back to Russell. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by George. Los Angeles leading by 16. Powell dishes to Jackson. Now the pass to George. In it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
That's good defense, but like we say, better offense as Paul George doesn't even think about the kick out. He wants to get those points.
And the dunk by Towns.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now here's Jackson. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint. Russell against Jackson. Towns kicks to Beverly. And he drives in. Got a piece of it. Now here's Powell. Tight defense on him. Outside, George. And the rejection by Towns. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Russell's running. That's good from Edwards on the assist by Russell. Russell's got his 5th assist in this one.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
And Jared Vanderbilt gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Minnesota making a switch here. Reed's checked in. Pass to Coffee. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Jackson. From deep. And they'll get another chance. Doesn't go for him. And Minnesota now the other way. Edwards finds Russell. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. It's good. Towns has got 10 points in the game.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Jackson passes to Hartenstein. Back to Jackson. There's 1:17 left here in the second. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's deflected.
Can't be lazy around Patrick Beverly. He's going to get you down low with hands. That time, he blocks a shot.
Towns, the pass to Beverly. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 6 rebounds here tonight. There's 48 seconds left in the first half. Here's Coffey. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Reed with the block. Now Beverly. He takes it in. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Now here's Powell. He's got 6. To stop the drought. And is on a dive to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. One second left. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Great way to end the quarter there. Team is pumped up.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with them. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Coach, what have you liked about your team's performance so far?
I like our physicality. I thought we came out, started the game physical. That set the tone for us early.
Well, we'll see if they can keep it up, T. Lou. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They lead by 14. Kenny, how'd you see it?
They score very effectively. With the exception of ball movement and play calling, they were able to exploit multiple weaknesses in the defense. They've got to feel good about themselves running out to a huge lead.
How about you, Shaq? What'd you think about Minnesota?
To be honest, them getting killed on the glasses like this is a little embarrassing, showing no physicality, a lack of heart. This is when fans start to feel let down. Me too. The team doesn't seem to care as much as the other team. They don't care, I don't care. I mean, I'm out of here.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been a clinic out there with D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. They've got Towns, Patrick Beverly out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then there's Edwards. And it's Vanderbilt in at the 4-man position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now here's Edwards to the middle. Here's Towns. Three-pointer. Edwards can't hit.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And he makes that one. 9 points in the game so far.
An efficient score inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
Outside Edwards. Beverly deciding where to go with it. It's tipped.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Outside George. Outside Batum. Clock at 4. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Beverly. Over in the corner, Edwards. Bangs home the trifecta. Edwards got 8 points.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverly trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that play.
And Pat Beverly, one of the most antagonizing guys in the league, Brent. How would you go about keeping him out of your head?
Well, I would bring tweezers to the game, Kevin, to be honest with you, to try to remove that splinter as soon as possible. Once Pat Beverly gets up underneath you, man, he can cause guys some confusion and get them really frustrated.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Batum passes to Zubac. Just 5 to shoot. George way outside.
And as a defender, Edwards' speed and agility make him tough to shake. No easy shots with him on you.
Back to Russell. Zubac against Beverly. Right side Towns. Russell with a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. He's got 15.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Here's George with the drive. Oh, he misses the dunk.
Well, you could tell right there he just wanted to go for the jam, but the defense too good and distracting.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Now, here's Batum. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Zubac kicks to Jackson. Pass to George. Los Angeles with another miss.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Here's Beverly. The kick out to Towns. No good from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Batum dishes to Jackson. Back to Batum. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. George up top. He's got 11, and the shot goes in. George has got 13.
Well, you can depend on Paul George to shoulder some of this offensive load. There are times where this team can turn over the reins to him, and he capitalizes that time.
Now, here is Russell. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Kennard, he's checked in for the Clippers. He kicks to Jackson. Clock at 6. Into the lane. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And with a quick first step, Jackson remains a threat to drive on any defender.
Russell inside, guarded by Jackson. And that one's good. Russell.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Now, here's Zubac. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Offline with his three. Timberwolves trail by 10. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. As NBA revenues climb into the tens of billions of dollars, teams have even more resources to compete. Staffs are growing with more coaches, trainers, and specialists, so general managers have more to manage than ever. Generally, the best organizations are those that effectively collaborate and communicate across the board. Kevin?
And DA, as we know, that's always been the case. Thank you. There's the pass to Towns. Goes back up. And it's good on the way in. Towns has got 12 in the game.
And how about Towns there taking full advantage of that size, just dominating the glass on that second chance opportunity.
Ball's knocked loose. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. And Towns throws it down.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Jackson against Edwards. Towns with the steal. Pass to Russell. And now Russell pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
The defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Here's George. And it's Russell with the rebound. Russell's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And here's Kennard. 8 points for him. Jackson down low. Russell's there. Jackson misses. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 7-point differential.
I feel like Beverly plays sort of this out-of-control chaos game, and it gets the defense to get sloppy. They did so there.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
And really all game long, they've been able to excel with their post game, just dominating on the low block.
Take a break.
They have not wasted any time here tonight. They've pushed it whenever they've had the opportunity and have gotten a lot of fast break points out of it.
And he knocks down the first one.
Beverly just motivated every night to get out here, to play, to compete. He hustles and wants to make it really tough on anybody that's on the opposing side of things.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. McDaniels comes in for Vanderbilt. Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Noel in for Russell.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Pass to Reid. Here's Noel. Driving the lane, and Covington sends it back. In the corner, Powell with it. Shoots over McDaniel. And rejection by McDaniel. Kicks it to Beverly. This is it to Reid. Over Kennard. A second chance effort. And scoring with the play inside is McDaniel. McDaniel's got his second basket of the night.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
Here's Mann, defended by Beverly. It's Powell on the wing. 6 points for him. And McDaniels with the block. The pass to Beasley. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Well, for a guy who does a lot of his work on the perimeter, Beasley gets into the painted area.
And although he's a little undersized as a shooting guard, Beasley is still a great rebounder.
Yeah, and can regularly hit double-digit totals in that area. Very quick to the ball. Always nice to have a great rebounding guard.
Prince is checked in for the Timberwolves. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Coffey's checked in.
One shot.
The free throw drops in for Beasley.
Well, Beasley has been explosive in some of the roles he's played, and with more responsibility, he's able to score a lot of points in bunches.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
And you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
The free throw drops for Powell. And so Powell nails both of them. Here's Noel. Pass to McDaniels. Now Reed. Here's Noel. For 3, Beasley. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. This one for 3. Powell pulls it in.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Four on the shot clock. The 3. They grab their own miss. Tries again. It's blocked.
Such a good defender, Taurean Prince. Physical, good lateral movement, and has the tools there to snuff out a shot.
Here's Beasley. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And this will be his 2nd and 3rd shots at the line here.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Beasley. And Beasley drops both of them. Clippers leading by 3. Pass to Coffey. Driving to the basket. 5 on the clock. Here's Mann. The shot will not fall. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Prince, the pass to Noel. Back to Prince. Passes to Noel. Unloads. Rebounded by Covington. LA's gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the 3rd. The pass to Mann. Here's Crawford, and rejection by McDaniel. Beasley outside. Got a piece of it. Pass to McDaniels. And here's Beasley. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Here's Noel. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And with an 86% free throw average, you can count on him to come through on most trips.
The first one falls. Edwards has come in for Minnesota. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Batum's checked in. And so he hits both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Timberwolves trail by 5. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket. They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
54 seconds left in the third. Man passes to Batum. Takes it out to Covington. Clippers moving the ball around. Los Angeles with another miss.
Really lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut to just 1 in the basket from Noel. Los Angeles has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Driving in, uses both hands to slam it down.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. So it's Minnesota now. With 1 on the clock, that shot off. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Los Angeles on top, up 3. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They've got Batum, Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Norman Powell, and it's Man in at the 1.
And he waited for the last possible minute to get that one off. Made a sick adjustment right before he let it go.
Here's Noel, and the rejection by Zubac. On the wing, Batum. Edwards defending. Batum passes to Zubac. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. McDaniels got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Noel. Now here's Reed. Defended by Covington. Here's Edwards. And that one is off. Good D by Covington. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Clippers. Here in the 4th quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Now here's Powell. Takes it inside, and the dunk by Powell.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Noel. Back to Reed. Shoots over Powell. Off the left rim and out. Clippers leading by 7. Man passes to Powell. Zubac's with it. And the layup's good off the glass.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Reed. Vanderbilt comes in for McDaniels. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Noel. And then for Los Angeles, Paul George comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Jackson in for Terrence Mann. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. He said, we're too concerned with their shooters right now. We've got to close off the inside. They are gutting us. He pleaded with his guys. Come on, let's take a stand. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Well, the poise right there from Paul George, that's just a veteran that has no panic in his game.
Zubac's against Russell. Kicks it out to Beasley. Pass to Towns. 6 on the shot clock. Looking to end the run. No good from Beasley. Clippers leading by 11. Covington finds Jackson. Throws it up high, and the dunk by Zubac.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Up top, Russell. Zubac defending, and the slam dunk by Russell.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the Clippers.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. Crafty move. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Russell. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And here's Los Angeles. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Back to Jackson. And the pass to Zubac. He kicks it to George. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. It's George on the wing. The 15-footer. Good. And that's now 17 points for George.
Yeah, a big part of this run here has been their ability to score from mid-range.
Pass to Vanderbilt. Russell against Jackson. And the rejection by Zubac. Jackson against Beasley. Jackson down low. Count that bucket.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Timberwolves trail by 15. Out to the right wing. Towns kicks to Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 3 assists now in this one.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
George dishes to Batum. George against Edwards. George passes to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Russell kicks to Towns. George against Beasley. Back to Towns. Lets it go from 14.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Batum finds Zubac. Now here's Jackson. Outside for George. Shot clock at 6. And that one drops for him. George has got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Towns dishes to Russell. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Now here's George. Softly drops in the floater. George has got 10 points here in the second half.
And I like that they're not settling. Hitting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Towns the pass to Beasley. Here's Russell with the 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
It's Jackson with the drive. Back to Zubac. Towns against Batum. And that one is good from Zubac. And the Clippers lead by 20.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Russell passes to Edwards. Here's Vanderbilt. And Spurs great Tim Duncan recently inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. And you played with him, Brent, for a handful of seasons. You won a couple rings. Any reflections?
Well, Tim was such a tremendous teammate and so welcoming to every player that he came across that walked into a Spurs locker room, with the inherent trust he had from Coach Popovich that they were going to invite players that were going to come in and be about the right things. I just remember my first time visiting San Antonio, signing as a free agent, and the first person that I saw in the summer in the gym by himself shooting bank shots on the practice floor was one Tim Duncan. What a leader and what an all-time great.
Bounce pass, Russell. Towns against Zubac. Minnesota again turning it over. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. Lets it go from deep. Rebound, Minnesota. Beverly's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Down low. Can they get it? And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, if you're a young player out there and you're going to guard a guy like Patrick Beverly, then the tough approach might not be the way to go.
One shot.
Clippers leading by 19. Jackson passes to Zubac. Back to Jackson. 6 to shoot. He gets it in there.
He uses the threat of his drive to open up looks for him offensively. Jackson is one smart cookie.
Russell with it. And with so many entertainment options these days, Brent, the NBA not shy innovating to attract and retain viewers. Where do you sit with that? Keep it the same or be creative?
Well, I think the league does a great job of being creative, and I think that Adam Silver does a really good job of not just being a leader, but being a listener. And there's tremendous participation between the Players Association and the commissioner and the ownership group to continue to press the way that the game is played, try to innovate in the way that the game is broadcast, and it'll continue to do those sort of things to draw in the fans that love this game and are invited to that kind of competition.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Jackson against Beverly. Here's Zubac. That ball's nice feed that time from George. George has got 5 assists tonight.
And this is what Paul George gives you offensively, a guy who can create for himself, obviously, but he can do it for others and do it at a high level.
Now, here is Russell. Good work there as it goes. Russell's got 27 points.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Clippers.
As one-sided as it gets today, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And this will make it 41 victories for them on the year.
Just a quality win, and you look at the box score and some really good numbers.
For George.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
George with the stuff.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Now, here is Russell. They get it again, and another shot. He lays it in.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Now Jackson. Pass to Zubac. Towns with the defensive effort. Here's Edwards. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Jackson against Russell. Now here's Jackson. So the Clippers winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Hey, thanks, Kevin. PG, you guys look confident out there, and especially yourself. How were you so effective offensively?
I just kept moving. Within our offense, the key is to move. My teammates do a great job of setting screens and getting me open. I just got to, stay within offense.
Well, it was great flow tonight, and it led to a good win, man. Congratulations. Kevin, all yours.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.